Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate the likes and the comments. I'm pretty new to YouTube, and but I'm not new to fitness and diet and the healthy lifestyle. As a matter of fact, I was recently browsing through a few of the channels online, and I'm really surprised and shocked and actually very disheartened with the information that is being put out there. Um, Again, it seems as though we have a lot of desperate women, and somehow they're falling for, these gimmicks, these fads and gimmicks, and they're being misled and they're misinformed, and consequently, they're having these misconceptions. So I wanted to talk about curves because a lot of women are searching up on how to get curves. So I decided to make this little home video. So some of the misconceptions that I see online include eating a lot of junk food to get curves, specifically a booty or a butt or bigger, thicker legs. Rubbing fish oil and vitamin E on the butt for growth, shrink wraps, taking pills to get a bigger butt, and the one that's really surprising to me is the fact that some folks are even saying to not do any squats, that squats will cause you to lose your butt and lose your size, lose your thickness. And I'm beginning to wonder if we have lost our minds, especially women. Now, I can understand that we're all trying to improve our physique. We're trying to develop our curves. But have we gotten to the point that we're so desperate that we're going to fall for all of this sort of misleading information? To me, a lot of these things are common sense. For example, junk food. Why are people falling for and following up on the idea of eating junk food? Now, we all know what junk food is, right? It's everywhere, okay? Fast food, junk food, processed food, whatever you want to call it, we all have an idea of what it is. What I do not understand is, are we going to get to the point of jeopardizing our health in order to get a booty? Okay, I have seen videos where people are actually saying, eat anything, eat everything. And within the comments, some folks are actually asking for advice, follow-up advice on these bad diets. And the other thing too, on that note, some people actually believe that when you eat a lot of junk food, the fat will naturally go one place. Now, given that some women are, we're all genetically different, how we're made up. Some women have more curves than others. Some women have a little bit more thickness in their lower body. So, we're all different genetically. And of course, I guess proportion wise, foods, would actually enhance those areas. However, we should not fail to understand that when we eat junk, the junk goes all over. Fat does not discriminate where it goes. Okay, you're gonna get it in your abs, in your arms. You're gonna get those lunch lady arms, flabby arms, sloppy looking body with soft legs. So fat does not discriminate on where it goes, okay? And that is what comes with junk food. In addition to that, you have, of course, the poor health factors. I don't need to talk about this, but diabetes, just obesity, and the list can go on and on. So I cannot understand why we're believing that we need to eat junk food to develop more curves or enhance our curves. Taking pills to get a bigger butt. How much more are we going to do, in terms of harm? Some people do not even understand the chemicals that are in these pills. And to be quite honest, from a chemistry point of view, I am a chemistry teacher. A lot of these pills, what they do is actually retain water. So it's a marketing thing. You take the pills, retains water. You stop taking the pills, what's going to happen to your body? It goes flat. All right. So you constantly have to keep buying those pills. Folks, this does not make sense. The idea of not doing squats. When I heard that, I was so surprised and so disappointed that someone was actually promoting that. We all know why we squat. We squat because we want to have bigger glutes, right? We squat from now until the sun comes down, goes down. We squat for bigger glutes. That makes sense. Your glutes, your butt, your buttocks, that part of your body is actually a muscle. It's your gluteus maximus muscle. All right. Just as how we can build our biceps and our abs and do work on our back, whatever body part, the same concept goes with your glutes. So to say that squats reduce your butt, it's a big misconception. When you do work on your muscle, you tear the muscle down and then you build, with rest, you build the muscle up, and not just rest, with rest and proper diet, you're going to build that muscle up. So you can actually build your gluteus maximus. So I'm not really sure why people are actually saying this. So here's my advice, all right? You got to lift, okay? You got to lift, and you got to lift consistently, and you got to lift heavy. So you got to do a variety of exercises. Now, on that note, a lot of ladies especially believe that lifting weights is going to cause them to look like a man. And I actually talked about that in one of my previous videos. You're not going to look like a man, okay? You do not produce the same or the quantity of hormones as a man. Also, what's very important with developing your curves, you have to watch your diet. Again, not the dirty bulk. I call it dirty bulking. People who tend to just pig out and go eat all these crazy fast foods. You need to do what we call clean bulking. And clean bulking is pretty much cutting out the fast food. You're eating healthy, high protein foods, low carbs, clean carbs, and the idea is that you're eating more. So if you're just eating like 3 or 4 meals per day, probably need to, bump up to about 6 to 7 meals a day. And that is what bodybuilders do. You have to eat substantially. So clean bulking, there are advantages to that. For example, first of all, of course, you do not put on the sloppy weights. If you put 2 people side by side, they're on the same exercise regimen, all right, or routine, and one of these individuals is actually doing what we call dirty bulking. So they're eating the fast foods. That is terrible. A lot of cheese, a lot of just processed foods, compared to the other person who's in the clean bulking, eating more of a high protein, lean protein, clean carbs sort of diet with a lot of greens. All right. These 2 people could be on the same exercise routine, but they're going to look different. Okay. So that's the thing with clean bulking. It helps you in the process. It helps you to maintain that solid look as opposed to a sloppy look. And I see this in the gym all the time. There are guys who lift and lift and lift, and they're walking around with a pouch, and they're soft because of their diet. Secondly, why do you want to clean bulk? for the obvious reason, for better health. When you have a bad diet, a lot of things, secondary issues are going to come along with that. You're gonna have struggles with obesity and diabetes and whatever else people are going to struggle with. So clean bulking is the healthier option. Also, clean bulking, and I swear by this, you are definitely going to maintain your abs. I always say abs are made in the kitchen. You can crunch from dusk till dawn, whatever, every day of the year, you or whatever. You're not gonna have the six-pack that you want if your diet sucks. If your diet is sloppy, you're not gonna have the six-pack. Squats do work. A variety of exercises will help you. Your lunges, your hams, your curls, your extensions, leg presses, and lift some weights. Lift something, okay? You want to see a difference? Stop acting like a princess. You gotta lift something, and heavy, consistently increasing your weight each time. That's the only way you can tear down those muscles and build it up, okay? And diet is the key. Diet helps you to maintain your abs. Diet helps you overall with your overall health, and it gives you that aesthetic, that appeal that you want, that solid, firm, youthful looking body. It makes no sense in doing all of that and your diet sucks and it's poor and you look sloppy. Then what's the point? So I'm going to put up at the end of this video a picture, a before and after of myself. My before was taken in 2012. At the time, I was about 112 to 115 pounds. And the after was taken this year in mid-June. And I'm now about 20 pounds heavier. My dimensions are changing. My legs have gotten thicker. My booty has gotten firm and bigger. And I'm doing this all through hardcore exercise and clean bulking. It's a little bit harder with the clean bulking, but it's working. And I have decided to give myself a year, and I'm going to be doing this the right way. Okay, so I do hope you learn something from my video. And ladies and gentlemen, not everything out there on the internet is credible. Sometimes you really do have to step out of that box and think, does this make sense? Does it make sense that you want to eat junk food and then hurt your health? And, you have to question things like that. So I will make a video sometime on fish oil, vitamin E, macaroon, and whatever other little things that we have out there that's being promoted. But this is all I have for now. And I appreciate your time. If you haven't promoted this page, please do so. I'll appreciate your subscription. There will be so much more, but I appreciate you looking at this, and I hope at least I get some comments and likes. Have a wonderful, evening, night, and peace.